Welcome to Pardon the Intermission, a podcast that takes a look at movies, TV, and all things entertainment from the past, the present, and the future. Remember to subscribe and like the podcast and give a review. This helps out the podcast and is greatly appreciated. Now on to the show.
Yes, hey everyone, welcome to Pardon the Intermission. I'm Eric.
I'm Jason.
We are glad you guys are here. As always, check out our social media. We are on Twitter or X at PTI_podcast.
And we are on Facebook/Meta at Pardon the Intermission.
And YouTube and Rumble, just type in Pardon the Intermission and subscribe. We're putting some good stuff up there.
Yes.
Speaking of movies coming out, in May, I can't remember, I think, is it Memorial Day weekend, I think, May, Lilo and Stitch, we just watched a trailer.
The live action Lilo.
The live action Lilo and Stitch, which is coming out.
Yes.
This trailer, that movie looks amazing.
It does look like it has potential.
I think Disney has hit a home run with that one. Finally.
I hope so.
Finally.
Yes.
Now that looked really good. So we watched the trailer. I don't know if you guys out there have seen it.
Yes.
I will say this. It looks almost like a lot of shot for shot with the animation,
film.
Animated film.
Yeah.
It looks like basically it's the same movie, but it's live action.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with that. Now, the way, the Stitch, the animated Stitch, or I don't know what you want to call him, the CGI Stitch in here actually looks really good.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, he looks really amazing. It looks funny. It looks like they're going to keep a lot of the jokes. The two sisters look, I think they seem like they're going to do a great job. It looks really good, man. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah. And, it's been a while since we've seen a quality live-action remake or live-action Disney remake. The last one I can recall being semi-impressed with at least, was the live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast. But, and I mean, even with that film, it has its flaws.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
So yeah, hopefully, I mean, with Lilo and Stitch here, like you said, hopefully Disney's finally hit a home run here. Yeah. And there's a live-action film that can stand up on par with its animated counterpart.
Yeah.
Now, interesting here on the cast list.
Carrere, is that how you pronounce it?
Tia Carrere?
Tia Carrere. That's how you pronounce it.
I did not even recognize her in the teaser.
Yeah, she's in.
Wow.
I don't know if she was in the teaser, but
Holy moly.
she's in the cast list. Yeah, I'm just
Where
looking at the
has
cast list.
she been all this time?
I don't know. Wayne's World fame, right?
Well, not only Wayne's World, but she was also in True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Was she really?
Remember she played Juno?
No, I don't remember that.
The antiquities dealer?
Uh-uh.
You don't remember that scene, that fight with Jamie Lee Curtis in the limo on the bridge coming from the Florida Keys in True Lies?
I remember I don't remember you mean they were fighting about the girl, about her?
Yeah.
Oh, no, what, was he flirting with her or something? I don't remember.
Okay, we don't have time to delve into it.
We're going to have to go do a deep dive into True Lies.
We're going to have to do a retro review.
But anyway, no, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and watch that, but I don't remember. But it's good to see her.
It's also good to see Courtney B. Vance in a project here. He plays Cobra Bubbles, which...
yeah.
Because Courtney B. Vance has been a good character actor, and it seems like Tia Carrere, he fell off the radar for a long
Well, you know who else fell off the radar? But I did see him recently, Jason Scott Lee.
That's Bruce Lee's son?
No.
He's
not related to Bruce Lee at all.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, but he did play Bruce Lee in The Dragon.
Oh, that's
the movie The Dragon.
That's what I'm thinking of.
He did it, and then he kind of... he's got a very interesting story because recently... I looked him up because he was on a TV show for Disney called... which is probably why he's in this. But he was on a called... what was it called? The Doogie Kamealoha. And it was basically kind of a retooling of the Doogie Howser.
Okay.
So his daughter was this very smart... She was a doctor. She was like, but very, very young, right? She's like in high school.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the Doogie Howser story, but it's on the islands. So I think she was on the island in Hawaii.
Okay.
And he played her dad. And I was like, oh, man, I haven't seen that guy in forever. And
anyway,
he has a very interesting story. But I always liked him as an actor. I always thought he was, I just always liked him. He has a very, very cool, calming presence on screen. It's, So anyway,
Okay.
So he's in it. That's good. So yeah, it looks like they got Zach Galifianakis is in it. Interesting. It looks like they got a pretty good cast here. I don't know who the sisters are now. Sydney, I don't know how you pronounce her name.
Agadong, I guess, yeah.
I don't know what she's been in, and the little girl, Mia
Kaialoha. Now,
is it Mia or Maya?
I think it's Maya.
Maya Kaialoha.
Now, Billy Magnuson, who plays Pleakley, Billy Magnuson was in, I think most recently, well, not most recently, but was in the James Bond film, No Time to Die. He played the corrupt CIA agent that double-crossed Bond and Felix Leiter.
Oh, he was in Roadhouse recently.
Oh, the Roadhouse remake. That's right. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. So so say he's been in a few things here and there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it looks very cute. It looks like Disney's movies used to look, all of them.
Right.
You know, they kind of had heart. They had. It seems like it's going to have, like I say, it looks like a shot for shot. And I will say this: I've always complained that I'm tired of these remakes, but this one, I will say that I am. Like I said before, looking forward to it, but it does look like it's done really well. And I think that's the thing, you know. I think we talked about Snow White. Snow White seems to have some problems coming out of the gate here. We'll talk about that on a different show. Yeah. But, you know, I think that's what happens is sometimes they try to put too much or they try to put their own spin on things. And it's just like, you know what? If you're going to do the remake, just do it the way it's supposed to be done. And that's what this looks. And it looks like it has a lot of heart. Yeah. We actually, when we went to Kauai, actually it's been, oh my gosh, a couple of years ago, we actually went to the town. There's a town there that the town in this movie is based off of Hanapepe. Huh, okay. So we actually went there, and they have a little mural of Lilo and Stitch, you know, saying, yes, this is the town that it's a little artsy town in Kauai, very cute. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of the tie-in there to the islands. Yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to it. I want to see a good movie. I want Disney to have a win. You know,
yeah, we all do. We all do. Yeah,
and get back.
Yeah, we all want to go back to the theater and be mesmerized once again by a Disney film, whether it's the animation or the story or a combination of both. We're sick and tired of all these films that just flop upside down and leave us feeling unmagical.
Well, not only that, but I would describe, especially with when they do remakes or when they take beloved characters, when they take beloved franchises, Star Wars, and when they really just completely steamroll the characters completely, you know, and try to remold them into something else and just blow up everything that we knew and we loved. That's what I hate.
Yeah, me too.
And you know, it seems like they're just still trying to do it with a lot of things. Yep. Luckily, with this, like I said, it looks pretty close to what the animated cartoon was. Very interesting. Did you know a little fact? Did you know that in the original animated cartoon that it happened? It was going to come out, and it happened right after 9/11. And what they had is, you know, that scene where they're chasing them in a spaceship, and they're flying that spaceship around. That was an airplane, and they crashed it. They had to change it to a spaceship because of what happened. Because you know, to be sensitive because of the because of what happened in 9/11. So
that's interesting. That reminds me of a change that was made in the first Spider-Man film because of 9/11. So the first Spider-Man film came out in 2001. And there was initially a scene they had in the movie where Spider-Man was going after some villains or something, and they were going after him in a helicopter, and he spun a web that stuck in between the two towers.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And so that pre-production was made shortly before the terrorist attack on 9/11, and of course, after it hit, they just
they took it out.
They eradicated the
There's a lot of movies, too, where they even went back and erased, you know, from the landscape, the Twin Towers, which I think is a shame. I mean, you know, if it was in the movie originally. But I understand for the Spider-Man. I understand for this one, for Lilo and Stitch, why they did that. Oh, yeah, you can actually go on YouTube and see the old footage. Somebody had posted it up where you can see what it actually looked like. Originally, and then, you know, of course, and then they changed it. They do this is what it looked like then, this is what they changed it to. Okay. So, yeah, very interesting little fact there.
Yeah, really.
All right, folks, with that, we're out of here.
Speaking of taking the money and run.
What money? We haven't got the QR code yet. You said you're going to put the QR code up there.
Give it time.
Well, when you guys give us money, then we'll run. How about that? Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know what that means. Thanks for listening. As always, check out our social media if you can. Leave a review, leave some stars, and you guys take care out there.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. On the flip side, God bless.